Yeah, man. We were talking to Gio after the Cal game, and he was saying this is probably the best he's felt all season as far as health. Did you notice, I guess, in practice and in the Cal game, did you kind of notice that he was moving around a little better and did he look a little bit?
Yeah, I think every day leading up to the Cal game, he was getting more and more healthier with his body, and then obviously just more the reps he gets, reps moved out. So the more reps he has, the better, the more confidence he has in himself and in the offense. So it was looking promising, and he played well in the game, and hopefully keeps continuing on that path.
Brian?
Yeah, Brian Murphy with WRL. The announcers during that game kept saying that Coach Belichick had told him that maybe Max would play in that game. Mm-hmm. How close of a decision was it to putting Max in the game at any point? And do you go into each week thinking that Max may play or may not play?
No, I mean, I think that we went into the game giving Gio the start, and always have Max ready just in case whatever happens. And leading up to the game, Gio was, his health was a little bit of concern going throughout the week and had the bye week. Max got a lot of reps during practice, so with familiarity of the game plan and the offense, we felt like we had two guys ready, and if things weren't going well, and Max was ready to go, and it was, at the end of the day, it's coach's call, and whatever he wanted to do, whatever he felt was best for the team, we were going to go with and decide with and run from there. So, but both of them are ready to play.
When you look at what you guys have been able to do offensively, how much has the quarterback, obviously you played two quarterbacks, Gio's health, all that stuff, been, I don't want to say holding you guys back offensively, but how much has the quarterback play got to get better in order for the offense to get to where you want to get it to?
I think in any offense, if the quarterback plays well, the offense plays well. I think that's the name of the game, and we have to strive in our room to do a better job of that, especially on critical downs, third down, red zone. Our performance has to rise above everybody else's, and I think that in our room, I would say that us getting healthier with Gio and then Max getting more and more reps is just giving two guys the opportunity to go and do that, and we just got to go execute on the field and prove that we play with them. So,
Jeremiah?
Hey Coach, Jeremiah Charles on this side. What kind of conversations have you had with Gio throughout the season, and even Max Johnson, to help them keep pushing forward despite the 2-4 record?
Yeah, continuous conversations every day. It's a long season. I tell them all the time, be where your feet are, and it's just a positive attitude, because you can get down in the drain a little bit and get caught up in your own emotions, and it's never about yourself, it's about the team, and do what's best for the team that may not be best for you. So continue to be positive with them and look at the things that you can control and things that you can't control. So continue to be positive with them. So every conversation that we have, it's always in that type of light and trying to be positive.
And to follow up, can you talk about UVA's defense ahead of this Saturday's game?
Yeah, really good defense. A lot of length in terms of up front. Both ends are really three ends that they have are pretty good, long, and then the secondaries has some length too, some speed. So we're up for a challenge. Linebackers run fast and play across the ball, so it'll be a challenge for us. But we're looking forward to it.
Jeremiah?
Yeah, man. I know. A second ago, you were talking about quarterback playing well, the offense usually goes well, goes right along with it, things like that. From a yards per game standpoint, or pass game or not, it doesn't rank much very high in the ACC.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to, the aerial attack you guys have, what in particular do you think kind of needs to, change or be altered or anything to kind of get the ball pushing down the field, more consistently?
I don't know if anything has to change. I think just execution better. It has to improve, and that's all 11 guys. That's protection. That's decisions at quarterback. That's route running. So I think that's what's great about our staff, our offense. Nobody's looking at one person and putting the blame on them. It's everybody's taking accountability, and that's how it should be, because when you do perform well, it's a lot of guys are performing well, and the entire team's doing well, just not the quarterback. So when it goes bad, that he gets a lot of blame, and when it goes well, he gets most of the praise. So you just gotta ignore it all and just focus on the team.
The other day, Kobe had the 100-yard game.
Yep.
I think he was on 6 catches as well. I guess as you guys, kind of go about things as an offense and kind of finding guys that, stick or just playmakers, things like that. I guess in what ways you kind of communicate with the quarterbacks, like, this guy is, getting freed up, and is there a dialogue?
There's a dialogue in terms of scheme, right, with trying to get somebody to show their skill set, something that do well. But at the end of the day, it always goes back to what we look for in players. It's tough, smart, and dependable, and that's what Kobe is. And that's it was good to see him play well, and that's kind of who we're looking for, and who we're trying to play with is tough, smart, and dependable players, and that's whoever we put out there. That's we hope all 11 guys are that.
Noah?
Looking back at the Cal game, I think the first half you guys offensively were 1 of 8 on third down. Second half was 4 of 6. What changed? Was there something halftime you guys changed, or just what changed from the first half to the second half?
Down a distance can help it out a lot too, right? Third and longs can get you into a more of a concede type of mode and trying to just play field position. So play calls can come in that matter, but nothing that we went into in halftime and said that we had to change this, change that. Set to the game plan, executed better, protected better, threw the ball better. So it was just an execution thing more than anything. It's not a scheme type of deal.
Joe?
Shelby Swanson with the News Observer. You talked a little bit just earlier about, Gio, Max, but I'm curious with guys like, Bryce further down the depth chart, just how have you seen them grow in the most part of the season?
Yeah, Bryce, Torrey, all the younger guys. It's great to see them in practice because we always have a period designated for them to get reps and to improve on an 11-11 setting. So they're continuing to get better, but just like any freshman, there's some ups and downs that you just got to grow from and learn from. So, but the development has been going great with both of them. Stock has been up with them, and looking forward to every day that they, there's going to be a challenge. There's going to be something good, something bad that you got to learn from and grow from. So it's always a teaching moment with them, and they just got to take can't take the coaching and don't take the criticism at the end of the day. It's how to improve every day and improve in the leadership standpoint too, right? So huddle, communication, doing all that. That's something that we're trying to put on their plate every day.
Yeah, I guess just a quick follow-up on that. You kind of talked about those sessions that you guys have specifically for the younger players. I know that was really big for I think your dad talked about Damon June. He really showed off in those sessions, and
That's right.
obviously able to get some playing time out of that. For I guess like a guy like let's look at Bryce, who comes in super heralded recruit. Are there any conversations that you have to have with him, or that you have with him about just staying the course and being patient when he's far down in the depth chart, or a little bit far down?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the depth chart, you can get lost in that and can kind of get down on yourself or whatever it may be, but that's just a depth chart. It doesn't really matter. Just how do you improve yourself every day? And it's a long season. That's what I always tell them. You never know when it's your turn, but you got to prepare like it's your turn. And whether you're the 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 5th string, it doesn't matter. Your number can get called at any point, and you got to be ready to do it. So you got to prepare like a starter. So those are the conversations that we have all the time. Even if it's a mistake that he makes or things that he wished he had back in practice, those are just things he's got to add into his memory box and go from there. So it's a fun teaching moment for them because they're getting those reps without having any consequences, if you will, on game day. So they can learn from them there and apply those when their number is called.
And last one for Brian.
Not trying to give you an excuse for what's happened this season, but how difficult was it to have no quarterbacks that participated in spring practice? I know Bryce was there, but to have Gio and Max not be able to take a snap in spring and then only get 25 practices or whatever it is. How much do you think that has slowed the growth of those guys and learning this offense, learning exactly what you guys want to do, and now as you're getting more practices, is that having a difference?
I think again, the more time you have with the whole entire offense, the team in general, you're gonna feel more comfortable and have more confidence. I'll give you an example. I was in Carolina. We signed Baker Mayfield right before training camp, right? And this guy was unbelievable in terms of his memory and just how he can recall things and pick up an offense in the blink of an eye. And you think that he's ready, but the guy just showed up 4 weeks ago and now he's starting for you. And you get caught up in that, and it does take some time, and again, it's a long season, so you just kind of have to have that and reflect on that and just say, how are we going to get better, and how is this player going to improve each and every week, and take every day like it's, you know, we're going into it, and just try to improve like that. So I mean, there's nothing like he's not trying to win the job every day. It's just we're trying to get him more and more comfortable with the offense, play calls, terminology, everything like that. Route running, right? How to throw certain routes, what we want for certain things. So, but the beauty of a game plan is, you know, the menu's smaller, right? It's more confined. You're not having to deal with a lot of plays that you deal with in training camp. So the smaller menu helps them out a lot more because it's, you know, you're not getting a lot of wasted reps, if you will. You know, you're sticking to your plan and you're working on those plays throughout the whole week, which kind of builds the confidence and gets you more reps at those type of plays.
Are you seeing things that Gio specifically is doing now that maybe the first week of August or second week of August, he just didn't have the tools to do it because of the newness to the offense?
I just think that as a player, he's getting more and more comfortable being under center, calling plays in the huddle for sure, getting in and out of the huddle, that type of leadership, things that aren't more skill involved. It's more of his communication, if you will. He's getting a lot more confidence, and you can see that every day because he's getting reps of it more and more. And then he didn't have that in his past background, so that's what you see the most.
Perfect. Good stuff.